Alright guys, Johnny Mac here. Um, Striper season is around the corner, and this is one of the reels I use. The Okuma Avenger. I got this quite a while ago, a few years ago, actually, and it's a bait feeder. Shimano has a bait feeder too that I thought was a little pricey, and I've had some Okuma reels before. I thought that were fantastic. They're good reels, and I also noticed they're indestructible. I still got every one of them that I bought. Some of them are really beat up. Um, this is the ABF 40, which is the medium-sized bait feeder. Is that what they're calling it? Yeah. Um, Again, that's the Okuma Avenger. I know they make another one that is not a bait feeder. It's still an Avenger, I believe. Anyway, this is great. Like I said, striper season is coming up here in the river. In another, not right away, but another 8 weeks. Um, you get an extra spool with that, with this reel, which is a great deal. You don't find that so often anymore. Um, Even though it's plastic, I guess it is plastic. Not the same spool, but great reel. Like I said, I'm fishing right now I've got I think I've got 15 pound Berkeley big game on there. Um, um, uh, what else? This reel's got um, what does this have on it? Trilene XT, 12 pound, and that's a spare spool. Now, I use braid in there too. I'll use 30-pound braid a lot of times. But in the river, if I'm fishing striper, there's all sorts of hang-ups and logs floating by and car tires and God knows what else is in there. But a lot of snags for them to run around. And honestly, I'd rather have a clean cutoff with the mono if I'm going to get cut off than the braid. Sometimes the braid just, you break off, but you have to cut. You can't break it. You got to cut it right where you're standing. You lose a lot more line, and it's just out there as a snag for the next guy who comes along. I like mono for a lot of things. Like I said, I use 30-pound braid as well, especially when I'm pike. I use it almost exclusively pike fishing, and I do use this reel pike fishing as well for fishing like big suckers, 8 to 12 inch suckers, if I can get them. And I think what I'll do this year is put braid on the regular spool and put 15-pound Berkeley big game mono on this one. And because again, I like the mono if I'm fishing. I fish 2 lakes for pike prominently that braid exclusively in the one because of all the hang-ups and weeds and stumps and there's a lot of big bass too. You got to drag out of the weeds when I'm pike fishing. The braid I use the mono I use at the other lake, I troll a lot. And I hang up there on stumps on the bottom when I'm trolling sometimes. And you want a clean break on that. You're not going to get that with a braid. You're going to end up cutting it. Same deal. The mono will give you a nice smooth cutoff. And those snags are deep. If I hook a big pike up there, I can land them with 12-pound line, 12-pound mono. They got free water to run around in. They don't have much to wrap around. They don't get buried in the vegetation because there isn't that kind of vegetation there. So mono works fine for that. Anyway, I didn't want to make this a video about fishing line so much, but I got carried away. Okay, what makes this reel awesome is this bait feeder drag system. Okay, you got the main drag on the front. I'm sure everybody understands this. And I use the drag extensively. I'm always messing with the drag. That's how I play fish. But with this bait feeder drag on the back, you set your tension here. Set your tension with this knob there on the bottom. Once you get that, click it into place, and you can let bait pull line. It gives a very gentle drag without your bail being open, which is a big help. Because when I know with the striper particularly, I don't like to have an open bail with that, or the pike, because they run quickly. They grab it quickly and run, and you get all tangled up and too much loose line coming that open bail. But with this drag system, okay, you're getting that nice smooth release of line, so that fish can swim around, and the bait can swim around, and then when the fish grabs it, the pike or the striper, it's not enough tension where they're feeling it, and you can wait and hold your hook, before the hook's set. In which case, you put that back. Okay. The only confusing thing sometimes is I used to have a lot of reels with rear drag, so I have this on the reel, and I'm going to adjust the drag on a fight, and I go to the rear sometimes by accident, but I never said I was the smartest. So, I think I paid, again, this was quite a while ago. I want to say I got this reel in 2000, maybe 2006. I don't know. Around then, I think I paid $48 for this thing, and I've used it every season for striper, big hard running striper out of the river, or for big hard running pike. And you know how pike run, and like nothing else. They get tired, but they run, and they scream that drag. So I can't remember what the poundage was exactly on this drag system. I want to say 18 or something. But this is a great reel. I can use this for pretty much anything. I use it exclusively for bait, for pike, and for striper. But I could even, I have a buddy who uses these for lure fishing. The only thing with these is they have I think a slightly lower gear ratio when it comes to lure fishing. So, I haven't used the bait runner or the bait feeder by come on, I'm drawing a blank here. The other one, the big bait feeder by Shimano. I have enough Shimano reels, I should know that name without having to forget it like that. But I think theirs is in the $100 range, and they're bigger and black colored and awesome reels from what I hear. But I am really happy with this one. I've had no trouble with it. I've read great reviews on it, and it's $50 cheaper. It's indestructible. I'm going to buy another couple of them actually this year. So if you want a great dependable bait feeding reel, the Okuma Avenger, if they still make it, I'm assuming they do, because they were top sellers. Go out and get one. All right, Jonny back out.